Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Evita from 1996. It's directed by Alan Parker and stars Madonna and Antonio Banderas. I know that Alan Parker, rest in peace, was a big name in Hollywood, but for the life of me, I can only think of 3 of his movies: Pink Floyd's The Wall, Angela's Ashes, and this film, and out of those I've only seen 2 of them as it turns out. I'm a big fan of this movie. I'm a big fan of the Broadway musical it's based on, and other than sometimes coming off as the Madonna show, I think that this is a great adaptation. And what I mean by the Madonna show is that sometimes it seems to feature Madonna more than Evita, if that makes sense. Although, in the grand scheme of things, I guess that's what they were going for, so it works out. I do first gotta point out that even though there is a 15th anniversary Blu-ray out there of this film, it has since gone out of print, and so the only copy I could get my hands on was an original DVD release. The only problem with that is that it was released way back when, in the early days of DVDs, before they were adjusting the features for 16:9 television, so the picture you do get is like a scope postage stamp with bars cut off the top and the bottom and bars cut off the left and the right. Fuck, we can do better, people. It was annoying as fuck to be forced to watch that picture much smaller than my television. I think the thing that struck me hardest the first time I watched it, because I've seen it easily a dozen times since, was that Antonio Banderas can sing. Who knew? Well, Alan Parker apparently. I mean, let's be honest, he's no Mandy Patinkin, but those are some incredibly big shoes to fill, and Banderas does better at filling them than I thought he would at the end of the day. Madonna does a good job too, but she had some scenes where she is more Madonna than Evita, especially the youthful Evita stuff with her going to Buenos Aires for the first time. Jonathan Pryce is great, but then again, he's always great. I love how the film starts out with Evita's death and then goes back to tell her life story as if to say, oh no, there is definitely an endpoint for this film from the very start. I also like how the Che character during Evita's funeral speaks damning things about her, because Evita was also a very polarizing person. But then you get the whole rest of the movie that acts as a love letter to Evita. I'm giving Evita a straight A, and tomorrow we move on to a little darling of a film, Evolution. See y'all then.